Hello and welcome to Palace Intrigue. I am your host, Mark Francis. Kate Middleton turned heads during the French state visit, not just for her diplomatic fashion, but for her noticeably lighter locks. Stepping out in a blush pink Dior skirt, suit and matching hat, a nod to Dior's iconic 1947 new look, the Princess of Wales debuted a sun-kissed hairstyle, her golden curls peeking out beneath the brim. This wasn't Kate's first flirtation with lighter tones. She quietly unveiled the brighter colour earlier this year during an anniversary visit to Scotland, prompting a wave of admiration. Hair expert Shady Harb previously described the look as dimensional sun-kissed tone achieved with balayage and face-framing highlights, adding that the honey gold hues bring a healthy radiance perfect for summer. We'll have to keep an eye on Kate's style as Natasha Archer, Kate Middleton's trusted assistant and behind-the-scenes style guru, is stepping away from royal life after 15 years to launch her own consultancy. Archer, affectionately known as Tash, joined the royal household in 2010 and became a key figure in Princess Kate's inner circle, serving as personal assistant, unofficial stylist, and most recently senior private executive assistant. From royal tours to wardrobe triumphs, she helped shape Kate's evolution into a global fashion icon. Known for championing British designers and pioneering sustainable fashion within the palace, Archer also stood beside Kate during deeply personal moments, including the birth of Prince George in 2013. Prince William was in full voice as he cheered the Lionesses to a commanding 4-0 victory over the Netherlands in their Euro 2025 group stage clash in Zurich. Wills, patron of the Football Association, watched proudly from the stands as England bounced back from their opening defeat to France in emphatic style. Lauren James led the charge with 2 goals, joined on the scoresheet by Georgia Stanway and Ella Toone. When King Charles invited celebrated French chef Raymond Blanc to help prepare the state banquet for President Emmanuel Macron, Buckingham Palace billed it as le temps cordial in the kitchens, but not everyone is applauding the move, reports Richard Eden for the Daily Mail. Former royal chef Darren McGrady, who cooked for Queen Elizabeth, Princess Diana, and young Princes William and Harry, was left fuming. "Sacre bleu," he exclaimed, calling the decision a huge slap in the face to the palace's loyal kitchen staff. Raymond Blanc may be one of the best chefs in the world, but Macron won't be bringing in British chefs for a state dinner in Paris, McGrady argued. The palace had said Blanc was brought in to assist with the first course and dessert. Blanc, however, says he was invited to work on the main course as well, but declined out of deference to longtime royal chef Mark Flanagan, calling him a great friend in a show of respect. Blanc said, "I could have done everything if I insisted, but Mark did a beautiful course. We all have an opinion, and I've got a different one. I like to bring people together." The New York Times is keeping an eye on Wimbledon's Royal Box, a curated blend of royalty, celebrity, and societal luminaries all seated under one very exclusive roof. With space for just 80 hand-picked guests, entry to the oak-panelled enclosure is strictly by invitation and comes with rules. Smart attire only, no hats for women, lest they block someone's view, and a suitably refined lunch menu featuring poached Cornish lobster and lamb from a Beatrix Potter-linked flock. This week's lineup of spectators was as star-studded as the tournament. Queen Camilla watched a quarter-final match on Wednesday, while Hugh Grant and Sir Ian McKellen also made appearances. Billie Jean King, a 6-time Wimbledon champ, was spotted alongside her wife, Ilana Kloss. Hollywood was well represented. Cate Blanchett arrived with her mother, Jodie Foster was seen courtside, and Russell Crowe, fresh off announcing a reboot of Highlander, made the rounds. Olivia Rodrigo turned up with boyfriend Louis Partridge, as did Priyanka Chopra, and Nick Jonas and John Cena was spotted with wife Shay Shariadzada. On Monday, Princess Beatrice and Sarah Ferguson, marking her first royal box appearance in over 2 decades, joined King Frederick X of Denmark for a day of tennis, and naturally David Beckham. Now Sir David was among the sporting royalty in attendance. As historian Robert McNichol explained, the guests list included individuals of distinction and others who in various ways contribute to the betterment of our lives and society. Or, put another way, Wimbledon's royal box is where tennis meets the top tier of the social register. More Palace in just a moment. Our new spin-off series, Crown and Controversy, kicks off this Sunday, with Season 1 taking a look at the courtship of William and Kate. There will be new episodes every Sunday on its own feed, so follow Crown and Controversy. Just search for that on your podcast app. And if you'd like to listen to the entire season right now and commercial-free, become a premium subscriber to Calaroga Plus. For just $5 a month, you'll get this show, Palace Intrigue, without ads, Crown and Controversy's full season available ad-free right now, plus more than 25 other series on the Calaroga Shark Network. That's thousands of shows, all without ads or feed drops. If you're on Apple Podcasts, just click on that banner there that says Uninterrupted Listening. And you can even get a 30-day free trial of this service. And we really appreciate it from all your friends here at Calaroga Shark Media. It really helps us out. And we appreciate the support. So for other podcast apps, just go to calaroga.com/plus. And the link there is in the show notes. Crown and Controversy starts this Sunday. Congratulations to Harry and Meghan on being named the world's most boring couple. Royal expert Esther Kraku told The Sun they are boring and unprofitable. I think Netflix are going to have to swallow the fact that they've invested in the world's most boring and unprofitable couple. Spotify realized quite early on and got out early. I really don't think the public understands just how little is at stake for Meghan. Like, who cares if As Ever fails? It wasn't exactly a passion project. Royal author Phil Dampier adds Netflix would like to get some of their money back with the launch of the items, explaining, I think having invested $100 million in the shows that they did, and the thing about Polo, which universally panned, but I mean, they've obviously made a decision. They're going to stick with them for the time being. They're going to go for it, and they're going to go in for a penny, in for a pound. And you know, if they can get some money back with the merchandising, great. With the main royals getting all the attention this week, we find the timing of this story from Radar Online to be curious. A security insider told Radar Online, Harry, his wife, and their kids have their names all over the dark web and encrypted channels used by terrorists to communicate. They are a high-value kidnap and torture commodity for jihadists to use against Britain and the West. The source added that there are also complete obsessives constantly discussing Harry, Meghan, and their children. The threat level against them is now on red. Royal commentator Duncan Larcombe backed the claim, saying, the threat is very real. There are people out there, lunatics, radical individuals, and terrorist elements, who would see attacking Harry or Meghan as a symbolic act. That's the reality they're dealing with. These are not paranoid fears. They are credible risks. Private security simply doesn't compare. They don't have access to British intelligence, counter-terrorism briefings, or police networks. That gap could mean the difference between life and death. Behind Harry's insistence on state-level protection is the trauma of his mother, Princess Diana's death in 1997, when she was without full security support. That history is never far from his mind. Said one insider, it informs every decision he makes when it comes to protecting his family. Another source close to the couple said, Harry can't risk bringing Meghan and the children over without proper protection. It's not a matter of ego, it's about safety. These threats aren't vague, they're specific, and they're terrifying. Meghan reportedly shares these same concerns. She's terrified. The source said she wants her children to be safe. Coming back to the UK without full protection is not something she's willing to consider. And there you have it. If you'd like to email us, our address is thepalaceintrigue@gmail.com. Please follow us on Spotify, Apple, or the app of your choice, and leave us a nice review if you're enjoying the show. I'm Mark Francis. My thanks to John McDermott. This is Palace Intrigue, and good times.